Hello, welcome to the TDM Wedge tool instructional video. We are the #1 seller for this tool worldwide. We have sold thousands of these units all around the world. This instructional video is for all 4.6, 5.4, and 6.8 liter 3-valve Ford, Lincoln, and Mercury engines. I have done a few of these engines myself personally, so I can speak from experience. Your biggest challenge will be getting the valve covers off, believe it or not. I did the entire job in around 4 hours. The cam phasers, here and here, will eventually fail, just like most mechanical parts. It fails at either the internal roll pins that are behind this plate, the dowel pins on the other side, or the hydraulic unit in here eventually fails. It's a hydraulic piston and a spring that eventually wear and will cause a dieseling noise. This tool, the TDM Wedge tool, will allow you to replace the cam phasers without taking the front cover off. You can literally do it from the top side. You can check out our website at tdmwedgetool.com for more details. The prices for the cam phasers are around $200. I personally would stick with a brand name like Standard and so on. A Haynes manual or Chilton's manual is around $20, and the TDM Wedge tool is around $25. Your total investment is around $250 and 4 hours, or you can bring this into the Ford dealer and pay $1,800 to $2,000. Here is an exploded view of the timing chain assembly. For some of you that may not know, there are 2 cam phasers here and there. There are 2 upper and lower guides on each side. You have the chain tensioners here and here. You have the timing chains here and here. And then you also have the crank gear. So here are the instructions about how to use the actual tool. First you want to disconnect the battery. And then secondly, you want to set the engine to top dead center. You can look online how to do that, or any of the Haynes or Chilton's manuals, but it's a matter of lining up all the dots here, here, and up there. It's not very hard. And then you want to remove the valve covers. I found out going through the fender well actually works quite well going through to the back side of the screws. So I did that before. As you have the valve covers off, I would check for obvious cam phaser issues. One of the points is the timing mark here and the chain mark do not line up. Another issue is this front plate could be loose, or the whole cam phaser could be wobbly. Okay, I would check both sides. There are timing marks on the cam phasers here, here, top side, as well as the crank gear. Depending on which timing manufacturer set you buy, there are colored links that line up with each mark as well. Also, I would just check for, sometimes you see metal debris. Usually the cam phaser just gets worn and it will eventually fail no matter what. So what you want to do is, after you get the valve covers off, you want to check for looseness, and then you want to take a pin marker, something like this, and make sure you mark the timing chain to the cam phaser relation. Okay, like I said, some manufacturers already have the marks on here. You want to mark the tops of both of these cam phasers so you know exactly where you are, and then you want to take the wedge tool and you want to fish this down inside between the chain. You want to take a blunt object, something like a prick punch, and a hammer, and all you do is you just tap it in lightly from the back side. It doesn't take much. You don't have to pound it in. It's just enough to lock the chains in place. And then once you have the timing chain locked in, all you have to do is you remove the center bolt. It's just a standard hex bolt. And then the cam phaser just pops right off. The timing chain will come off as well. There's just enough clearance in the back side that the whole thing will just come right off. Your timing chain will be in place. Pop the cam phaser out, Put the new Cam Phaser back in. Make sure you have everything lined up to the new Cam Phaser. Like I said, if you look at, there's timing marks just like this one on the opposite side that line up with the chain. Put the new Cam Phaser in, put the new bolt in, and you do the reverse order. And then to get this out, all you do is just take a nice tug, and the TDM wedge tool will pop right out. It's a lot easier than you think it is, and don't be afraid to do it yourself. I mean, if your Ford, Lincoln, or Mercury engine is not running, you have nothing to lose anyways. Like I said, I wish you the best of luck. Feel free to email me. You can go to tdmwedgetool.com. You can email me anytime. We're on eBay, Amazon, we're on Facebook. Please like us, and we're even on Instagram. Like I said, feel free to email me for questions, and I just look forward to hearing your stories. Thank you. God bless.